This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Chelsea. Chelsea is a champion surfer, so she's accustomed to moving super fast, which is why she relies on super fast broadband brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her family sharing and surfing and saving each month. Combined, she bundles her Flow mobile, home phone, and TV services, so she can enjoy much more for much less, and so can you. Visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
It's Thursday, June the 16th, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today Morning News Update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. In our top story, a senior member of the Frendell-Stewart-led cabinet has given a clear signal of resigning if his administration apparently continues to frustrate business people in this country, stating that it is painful to watch businesses being frustrated by what he called inefficient public officers and government departments. Outspoken Minister of Industry and Small Business Development, Donville Innes, says he will not be part of any such administration. His comments come on the heels of fears expressed by Assistant Financial Controller of Preconco Limited, Kirk Smith, that hundreds of workers could lose their jobs and millions of dollars in investment could leave Barbados if the Town and Country Planning Department does not give the go-ahead for a number of projects submitted by Mark Maloney's group of companies. Without pinpointing Maloney's companies, and highly emotional, Innes was unwavering in his stance against the treatment meted out to some investors by his government.
I came into politics without friends, and I leave without friends if I have to. But what pains me is when I see opportunities for Barbadians to be fully engaged, to be fully employed, frustrated by public officers and government departments who should know better. So no, wherever this matter ends up, or these matters end up, I will stand on a matter of principle. It's the role of the government to facilitate investment, not to frustrate it. And I'm not going to be part of any administration that will frustrate legitimate business people in this country. Let me make that abundantly clear.
Minister of the Environment and Drainage, Dr. Dennis Lowe, is this morning assuring Barbadians that the worrying situation of recent unsightly pileups across the island has disappeared. Telling Barbados Today that the waste is gone, Lowe reported that the Sanitation Service Authority was currently seeing significant progress in terms of its garbage collection efforts in areas such as Pie Corner and Moontown in St. Lucie, as well as from Bridgetown to Speightstown, including Black Rock in St. Michael.
What amazes me about some commentators, and not necessarily journalists, people who like to think that they can shape public opinion, is that they don't travel and they don't see what obtains in other countries. I travel all over the world and throughout the Caribbean. I am still of the view that Barbados is cleaner on any given day than most of the Caribbean islands. I am convinced that Barbados is cleaner on any given day than New York City. And I have pictures to show mounds of garbage in New York City taller than I am on a daily basis. One may say, well, you're comparing apples and oranges, but if New York City is a developed and financially fluid city, it have access to more resources. Definitely. And it should collect its garbage. Right. But garbage, you can't. So I hear people talking and I listen to them, and that's why I wouldn't offer any comment and entertain any garbage that flows out of the mouth of anybody, including the same person that you mentioned, Abrams, whoever he is, because what he's talking is rubbish, and he should be collected.
A heavy police presence will be evident throughout parts of the Brittons Hill community this afternoon, following a spate of killings of young male residents from the area at the hands of gunmen. The administration of the force will conduct a walkthrough, starting from Valerie, in an effort to reassure residents that the police will be there for them. Acting Assistant Superintendent David Welch tells Barbados Today that the team of senior officers will also visit the crime hotspots and will be partnering with members of the community to come up with a solution that significantly reduces or eliminates crime in the Brittons Hill St. Michael community. In sports now, Imran Tahir claimed figures of 7 for 45, the best returns by a South African bowler, to lead a 139-run drubbing of the West Indies in the Tri-Nation Cricket Series in St. Kitts last night. Tahir's figures, coupled with Hashim Amla's 23rd ODI 100, catapulted South Africa to the top of the table with 10 points, 1 more than Australia and 2 more than the Windies. The focus now turned to the Mecca, Kensington Oval in Barbados, for the last 3 preliminaries beginning Sunday and the final on June the 26th. And West Indies captain Jason Holder is warning his men that the prelims are must-wins. In more sport, a World Anti-Doping Agency report says anti-doping officials in Russia are being stopped from testing athletes and threatened by security services. The report was published 2 days before athletes' governing body rules on whether Russian competitors can take part in the Rio Olympics this summer. In November, Russia's athletes were banned after a wider report highlighted widespread failing in testing.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
We are back with news of the region now. 2 men in Antigua and Barbuda accused of kidnapping a 17-year-old girl and demanding $500,000 for her release in 2011 have been found not guilty on the kidnapping charge. More in this report from ABS TV.
After 2.5 hours of deliberations on Monday, the jury returned with verdicts in favor of the defendants, who were charged with kidnapping, demanding with menaces, and indecent assault. While one of the accused was cleared on all charges, the other has actually been convicted on the count of demanding with menaces. During his sworn statement on Thursday, he had admitted to demanding a ransom from the girl's mother as part of what the jury has now accepted as a fake kidnapping. The judge remanded the convict to prison and he will be brought back to court for sentencing on June 30. That particular offense carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison.
In more regional news, police in Trinidad and Tobago say the number of guns they have seized so far this year represent a 25% increase over the corresponding period last year. Senior Superintendent in charge of the Criminal Investigation Department and Criminal Records Office, Radcliffe Boxill, also announced that overall serious crime has dropped 7%.
To date, for 2016, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service has removed from the streets of Trinidad and Tobago a total of 361 firearms, which represent a 25% increase in gun seizures over last year's corresponding period, which stood at 289 up to June 14, 2015. At the end of 2015, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service removed the largest haul of firearms from the streets of Trinidad and Tobago, which totaled 691. This was 63% more than the firearms that were seized in 2011, which was the year of the Trinidad, where we had the state of emergency, and 18% more than the amount of firearms seized in 2014, which is 585. Of the murders committed for 2016, 77% were committed with the use of firearms.
And on the international scene, wreckage of the Egypt Air flight that went missing over the Mediterranean last month has been found. A statement said several main locations of the wreckage had been identified. A deep-sea search vessel had also sent back the first images of the wreckage. There were 66 people on board flight MS-804 when it crashed on 19th May while flying from Paris to Cairo. That's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.